Oh, hi, Dave.
Hello, Ian.
How are you? How are you, everyone? This is TeamClearCoat.
We're an automotive podcast.
We are an automotive podcast.
I'm Dave.
I'm Ian. I want to start tonight.
Okay.
Today, whenever it is you're listening to this
Yeah.
or watching this, if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
Back by absolutely no popular demand whatsoever.
Okay, inverse popular demand?
We will be starting tonight
No. What is happening? What is
with a taste test.
Meow, meow.
How do I make the lights start doing that? Okay.
Oh wait, I think I have. I think I have an app for this.
So you guys may remember a while back, I told a story about a coworker of mine who went to. Oh wait! Oh, we're doing delay.
It was late. It took me a while.
Perfect timing.
It took me a while to open
Perfect.
the app. Okay.
So a coworker of mine went to Japan,
Yes.
and there was a whole debacle with a
bottle of whiskey.
With a bottle of whiskey.
Yes.
But he also brought back for me and Dave and
Oh wow.
and Mr. Dave here
Yeah.
some delightful treats to taste.
They look like Japanese Kit Kats.
They are Japanese Kit Kats, and there are two
Kit's
flavors.
Cat? Like
Yeah,
Attorneys
it's like Attorneys
General.
It's Kit's Cat.
Kit's
Not
Cat.
a lot of people know that. That's the proper pluralization.
I like that. Okay. What flavors? I wish we could get all these fantastic flavors that are
right.
available
He
overseas.
sent me this
over here.
picture, and it was just like this huge
Yeah.
rack of different Kit Kats.
Okay.
Just Kit Kats. And so the first one we're going to try, I'll show the camera here,
Okay.
is this Shinzu apple. And I've
Oh, wow.
I've actually
Okay.
tried this one.
Okay.
So let's do this one first. Don't look
Sure.
at this one because it's a surprise.
Okay.
All right, so why don't you break me off a piece of that
Okay.
Kit Kat bar.
You're the kind of monster that just bites straight directly into all four Kit Kat
Come on,
things, right?
What am I, a farmer
Oh.
here? I'm not. I eat each side separately.
Okay. Okay.
Come on.
It actually smells like apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't believe you think so little of me that I would.
You
think I would
told
do
me
that.
that you did that before.
I think I did that.
Yeah.
I think I told you that
Just to
mess
mess
with
with me.
you. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk.
I've actually had this before.
Oh,
too.
really?
It was
Okay.
actually pretty great. I'm gonna go. Right. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh wow, this is really good.
It's very appley, right?
Oh wow, I really like this. If this was in America, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Ian.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Oh man, who brought this? Your buddy?
Yeah.
Thank
my
you.
friend Kirby.
Yeah, thank you, Kirby. Dear God, wait, Kirby's a smart guy, right?
Yeah. He doesn't listen.
Yeah,
to
I
us.
was gonna say. Oh wow, Shinzu edition. That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, what? Here, let me drink a little bit of
You're gonna want to clear the palate, the
Mint
old palate.
tea.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
Okay.
same. Because the next one,
Is it wasabi?
T-Pause, it is wasabi.
Oh no way! Wasabi Kit Kat. Ian,
Wasabi.
we're a car show.
Yeah, we're a car show. Allegedly, that's what they tell us.
Ostensibly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have not tried this yet.
Okay.
I think. Oh wow, it's sealed still.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Okay.
Wow. I'm going to see if I can.
I am not a huge fan of wasabi.
Okay. I love wasabi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. Okay. All right.
I'll let you do the honors.
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. I think I like the when you open it, you get the whiff of it. The apple scent really came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does.
It just smells like my
We'll
hands.
leave these in the blanket for it.
Okay. Oh, whoa. The whole thing is green.
Yeah.
The whole thing is green. Oh, man. Look at that. I don't know if people can see that or not. Yeah. Yeah, let's move this. Yeah, look at that. That's all green. Okay. All right. Here you go.
Does it smell
chocolate
like this? I'm
seems
gonna split
softer.
it in half too, so I can.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, that's really good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's really freaking good.
I was expecting it to like be really spicy.
It's super subtle.
It's really good though.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is
even
my
like-
favorite Kit Kat I've ever eaten.
Yeah, it's really good.
Holy
shocked.
crap. That's really good.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't help any of you out there unless you're listening in Japan. In
Right.
which case, you're like, these people are morons.
Right.
More so than I thought.
Right.
Before.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
We're sure all of our Japanese statistics come off of bounced Tor servers.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
proxy,
they're
proxy,
like
proxy.
Yeah, people do their hacking and torrent downloading and everything through their normal ISP.
Right.
But then when it comes to downloading our show, you got to spin up a Tor browser because you don't want anyone knowing. You don't want word getting out that you listen to this.
Yeah, you got to go the dark web for us.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Dude,
wow, I'm shocked at how good that is.
That is amazing.
Yeah, if you can get your hands on wasabi flavored Kit Kats, they're not. It's not spicy at all. It's not.
No, it's amazing.
It's so good.
That is seriously my favorite Kit Kat I've ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite candies I've ever had. That's so good.
Really good.
Holy cow, Ian, let's talk about cars.
Let's talk about cars.
Okay.
Actually, that brings me to right off the top.
Ian.
And FMKCars.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, FMKCars is a game that Ian and I play on the show. It's modeled after the classic game Fuck, Marry, Kill. But instead of playing it with people like awful monsters, we play it with cars because we're nice. One of us wearing a cardigan.
A new cardigan.
I was going to say, is that a 4 or 5 button cardigan?
Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 button.
5 button cardigan.
Not fucking around tonight.
Nope. That's right.
Up in the cardigan game.
Yes. Okay. So
it's
anyway,
got a nice collar on it.
Yeah. That's a good color for you too.
I like it.
Snappy, buddy.
Yeah.
Snappy.
This car show's going great.
I know, right? Okay, let's play FMKCars.
Okay. All right. So this one is called "You Got Kimchi in My Peanut Butter."
Okay. All right.
Oddly optioned cars.
Ah. Okay.
So in this game, you will be the second owner of this car.
Okay, all right.
And the original owner selected one very out of place option.
I like this. I like where this is going. This is going to be a good one.
So you're gonna get a car, and then you're gonna get a real world option from another car that just doesn't fit with this.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the first one is a Mitsubishi Mirage.
Okay. All right.
And in it, and the option that this owner selected is equal approximately to the value of the car.
Oh, okay. So $6,000.
Carbon ceramic brakes from a Porsche 911 GT3 RS.
Okay.
But you get they're sized so they fit over the Steelies, or they fit under the Steelies.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
So they're Mitsubishi Mirage sized.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's just a Mitsubishi Mirage. Base model. Nothing. No other options. But carbon ceramic brakes, which are like a $20,000 option on the on the 911.
And for anybody who doesn't know, the model with carbon ceramic brakes, you and I experienced them several times on the track when we were doing the RMDE, the Rocky Mountain Performance Drive track day. And we had brand reps tell us this. Just slam on them as hard as you fucking can.
Yeah.
Just slam on them.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is they don't work as well without heat. Without some heat. So.
Yeah. You stand on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they stop you quick.
Yes,
they
do.
Like kidneys coming out of your rib cage.
Yeah.
Quick. Yeah. Okay. All right. What else you got for me?
Okay. The next one.
Because that one's pretty good. That's
Chevy C7 Corvette.
Okay.
And the tent from the Pontiac Aztek.
Okay. All right.
So I don't know if it...
Pontiac Aztek?
Yeah. No.
Come on.
I don't know if you know this or not.
5.
But you could, back in the day when the Pontiac Aztek was on the market, you could option it with a tent.
There's one doing a burnout with the tent on it.
Well, that's obviously fake because that was a front-wheel drive car.
Yeah. Awesome. But anyway, people...
Or maybe somebody must have, that's heavily modified.
Yeah.
But yes,
anyway.
That was the tent you could get with it. And so you would sleep. So this one, you would sleep half in your Corvette instead. So it's probably not very comfortable.
So for the Corvette, we've discovered that I can't fit comfortably in a Corvette C7.
Yeah.
Are you going to give me a physics kicker on this one, or am I just going to kind of have to lump it in exchange for the performance of the vehicle?
Yeah, I think you're going to have to just deal with it.
Okay. All right. No problem. Okay. All right. Making mental notes. Go on. Silent, like Tom Cruise's best line in Magnolia.
Yeah.
Silently judging you.
The last one, and this one is going to be the greatest test of your internal
ethics,
decision making.
Okay.
That I think we've ever seen on this show.
Okay.
You
ready? Okay.
Nissan Murano Cross Cabriolet. Okay. And this is a real world option that was available
on some car somewhere.
An espresso maker from the Fiat 500.
Fiat 500.
From the Fiat 500L. It was a real thing.
Yeah,
You could get the
you could
espresso
get
maker, and it went right in the center console.
Yeah, it was made by what's that?
Lazada.
ILLY? Illy?
Oh no, it was Lazada. Or
Oh,
whatever
okay.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
You know, the one that's
Yeah.
like at every bodega ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay, Murano espresso.
Lavazza.
Ah, thank you.
Right.
Yeah. So I assume that I can't throw a loophole into this by bringing an AC inverter and my Nespresso.
No.
Okay. All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Man, that's really tough, Ian.
I thought it might be. That's what I'm here for.
Ian, if I have the Murano, can I eventually donk it?
You can do whatever you want with it.
Okay. All right. Okay. I got it. Ian.
Yeah.
I am going to kill the C7 in the tent.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you've chosen well there.
I am going to marry the Mirage with the carbon ceramic brakes.
What?
Because that would be hilarious.
You don't think that would be hilarious for like a day?
No. It would be
Okay.
hilarious constantly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Then for a day, I will drive the Murano with the espresso maker.
Mm-hmm.
And what I will do is I will set up a pleated khakis for espresso exchange program where I will park in a Costco parking lot and I will take people's pleated khakis off of them in exchange for espresso.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
I
I will
co-host a show with a madman.
and I will
everyone.
make the world a better place. Ian, what would you do?
I think I would marry the Murano
And the espresso maker?
and the espresso maker.
Okay.
That's a great option. I think the Mirage with carbon ceramic brakes would be really entertaining
for a day.
for like a couple of hours.
Okay.
And then it would get pretty old.
Yeah. I would make myself motion sick in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although the C7 with the tent is kind of an interesting
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. No, yeah, I think I would crush the Corvette, marry the Murano, and then for a day
Have the Mirage with the
No,
brakes.
crush the Mirage for a day with the Corvette in the tent, and I'd go camping and do burnouts.
Okay.
Yep, that's the answer. That's the answer.
I like that, Ian. I like that.
Thank you.
Ian.
Because do you get it? Because it has wasabi and the chocolate, and then I did that.
Could you break that down more for me?
Yeah. So
how about we deconstruct this?
yeah.
Okay.
Let's just eat some more Kit Kat.
Those are amazing.
Yeah, they're really good.
If that box stayed in my house overnight, I would eat the entire thing.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm sorry everyone for eating on the show
Yes.
again.
Sorry about that. We do that from time to time.
Yeah, it'll probably happen again.
Ian, I'm gonna hit you back with an FMKCars.
Okay,
Okay.
that sounds great.
All right, Ian.
Yes.
This one is called "So Many Colors and So Many Emotions." FMKCars, colors and emotions.
Yeah.
Ian, you sent me a picture a little while ago of a Mercedes-Benz AMG G-Wagon that was green.
Yes.
Okay. In this, you're going to have a car that is a certain color and an emotion associated with that color.
Does that mean do I experience this emotion when I'm in the car, or does this color inspire this emotion in the people who see it?
The former, not the latter.
Okay.
You are the person inflicted with this emotion.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Trick question. I don't have any. Boom.
Ian, you do. G63. So it'll be, the first one is a Mercedes-Benz AMG G63 in fuck you green, I think is what we called that color.
Yeah. It was.
Right? Ian, the emotion, of course, is classic envy. Here,
Envy.
do you want the blanket port messaging system?
Yeah. So green.
Yep, envy. So for some reason, Ian, and don't question my logic on this, one day a week, okay? There's a ratio associated with this as well.
Okay.
One day a week, for some reason, you're insanely jealous of me for some reason.
Okay.
So, like, you're really envious of my bicycle collection and my record collection that is somehow like 1/100th the size of yours, right?
Okay.
So yeah, one day a week.
So 1/7 of the time,
Yeah.
envious of Dave.
Yep. There you go. Oh, thanks for breaking it down to fractions, buddy, because
No problem.
you got the whole F in there.
When I wear this cardigan, just fractions just flow out of me.
They just pour
from all openings.
Okay, second, Ian, we have a Ford F-350.
Yes.
King Ranch.
King.
F-350. I'll give you the dually King Ranch. Okay?
That's how you spell that, right?
Exactly. All the I's.
All the I's.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. King Ranch. All right?
Okay.
Now, Ford's eponymous color is blue. All right? Ian, in this one, you're going to have to deal with some depression. You're going to be blue. 1/30th of the time, one day a month, you are deeply depressed. That you are my friend. Our friendship is the thing that you're depressed about.
Wow, yeah, that's a real stretch for me.
Exactly. Imagine, if you will, Ian. I know it's a stretch, but picture this.
Yeah.
Ian.
Imagine you had to reflect on the fact that you and another grown man spend your time, all of your free time, talking about cars, and nobody listens, and you occasionally eat candy with each other.
And racist pieces of shit say shit to you on Twitch every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll really try to wrap my head around that
try
one.
to imagine that one. Okay. Lastly, Ian, Jeep Cherokee SRT. I'll give you the SRT 8.
SRT 8. Okay, got it.
Okay. The classic SRT color is red. Ian? 1 day a year, or 1/365th of the time.
Because if I do it for a day, then I need to know the fraction.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm explaining it to the people. All right.
You, for some reason, you go into a blind rage and you try to physically assault me. Like, for real. Like, yeah.
Try to beat up Dave.
Yeah. Which
also, I resent the implication that I try to beat you up.
No. That's you would succeed because
you could just do this. You could do like the whole like arms length thing. You have reach on me.
I have reach on you, but you're fucking scrappy, man. You remember when
I got in close, you'd be fucked.
Remember when we did the joust? And on top of that, I can't run away from you. You're faster than me.
Yeah, well, briefly.
Yeah, briefly, but that's all you need.
All right.
Cheetahs don't run marathons, my friend. Sprinters. And they survive.
All right. Anyway.
Ian.
Okay. All right.
What kind of emotions and cars would you like to deal with?
Yeah.
And why are you targeting all these towards me?
Yeah, I don't know. You're the one who wrote it. I think we should probably maybe explore why you targeted all these towards yourself.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we have enough time on this in this session.
I think you're right. I also love how bald the front tires are on this Jeep. Look at that. Let's see it. Zoom and enhance.
Enhance.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at that, Ian. If your tires look like that, buy some new fucking tires.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Go. What do you think you're gonna do?
Far worse than that right now. All right. I am going to. I think I will. I think I'm going to crush the G63.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And you won't be jealous of me.
I won't be jealous of you.
Okay.
Then I'm going to marry the King Ranch. I'm going to marry the King Ranch. And I'll be depressed 1/30th at the time. That's fine.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And then I will, for a day, drive the Jeep Cherokee SRT8.
And for like 1 solid minute in a day, you're gonna try to physically assault me.
Correct.
Or like 10 solid 360 math. Somewhere in there. 1/365th of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
So for a small portion of the day, I am going to try to physically assault you. But since it's 1 day, I'm going to schedule it so we are in that foam pit again.
Okay.
And we're going to do the jousting thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to I'm going to eyes
roll back in the head, red mist.
Yep.
Yeah. right? And you'll first of all you'll clock me first, right? Quick, and I'll be down in the foam pit, and you'll just keep wailing on me, right? Yeah.
But at least when we're in the foam pit, and then we can jump on trampolines and be friends again afterwards.
You're exactly right.
See?
Right. See? Yeah. Yeah. My jumping on a trampoline would go great with a head wound. All right, Ian.
Yes.
Let's talk about other car stuff. What do you want to talk about, buddy?
You had some My Eyes, right?
I do have My Eyes. Okay, Ian. All right. You know what? Let's get to My Eyes after we do a serious topic, because I think we got the funny stuff and we got like the serious stuff, and then let's come at it with some My Eyes that are probably rage-inducing and hopefully funny.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So first of all, I want you to Google something for the people.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Just look up Charlie conspiracy meme.
Okay.
Image. So people who listen to this have listened to this for any length of time. Yeah, it all makes sense. That perfect.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
Share that.
Yeah.
So anyone who or the other one where he's
this one?
That's the one.
This is the one? Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So occasionally I'll see something that's basically completely unrelated to cars.
Uh-huh.
And then I will ramble for several minutes and then kind of tie it back to cars a little bit and be kind of lectury about it.
Uh-huh.
And basically this is what's happening in my brain when that happens.
Okay.
And this is how this is a live shot of me assembling the talkabouts. And for anyone who is not looking at this on YouTube, it's the famous scene of Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
When they get jobs for health benefits and they're working in a mailroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And he constructs this really elaborate conspiracy theory. And he's got that classic thing of like the papers all over the walls.
And red yarn.
With the red yarn all over the place. And he's all
he is crazy-eyed.
He's all like keyed up on caffeine and cigarettes.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, so that's about to happen right now.
Okay, all right.
So I saw a tweet thread by Kumail Nanjiani, who's one of the stars of Silicon Valley, of the show Silicon Valley, and he had a really great movie out called Big Sick, which if you haven't seen that, you should definitely go watch it.
Yeah. It's a fantastic movie. Yeah, my girlfriend and I loved it.
So Silicon Valley's kind of like responsibility towards society has kind of been in the news this last couple of weeks, mostly because of the election stuff and the fake news and what their culpability was in either allowing it to happen or not doing more to prevent it or not reacting fast enough or whatever it was.
Right.
So he kind of talked about it in more general terms about how for research for Silicon Valley, they go to basically Silicon Valley boardrooms and they'll get briefed on some of these like sometimes like before market products or features or whatever.
Stuff the public hasn't seen yet.
Right. And as non-tech people,
right,
and that's why they're doing the research is they're not tech people. As non-tech people, they'll bring up ethical or security concerns, and he said, it's clear that no one has considered these things before.
Right.
And I think that in large part that kind of ties into some of this other weird undercurrent that we have right now of like the ascendancy of geek culture and that whole thing that kind of results in Silicon Valley seeing themselves as existing outside of the rest of American culture for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's a thought that or a belief that innovation is kind of where that the thinking needs to stop, right? And not taking steps after that to think about these ancillary concerns, security, privacy.
Well, and I think part of it too is just the nature of the kind of the especially during the golden age of the internet, which I would say ended, maybe 10, 15 years ago now, of this kind of like free market, free from government oversight, utopia,
Wild
utopian
West,
vision that existed, and I think that mindset is really still pervasive today. So I think that is why Silicon Valley tends to not see itself as having these same responsibilities that maybe other industries do towards the culture at large. And I think that's changing, but it's kind of painfully slow because that mentality of like, this is like you said, the Wild West, and this is the thing that is going to unite people across the planet without any government oversight. That utopian thing is kind of now, there's obviously cracks in that.
Exactly.
We've seen.
Yeah.
And so, but that mentality is still really pervasive, and that informs all these decisions, I think. And that's not like a judgment thing, because I think there was merit in those goals and that approach. That's a topic for another day. But I do think it's worthwhile to contrast that with the way that I think Detroit sees themselves.
Definitely.
And I think that is that they see themselves as an integral part of American society.
Right.
And they, especially, because of, regulation and cultural changes since, certainly like the early 60s, like they see themselves as, I think, more responsible for the well-being of the culture and the society.
Right.
They very proudly made, were basically the engine that powered our World War II victory and the Marshall Plan and all that sort of stuff. That's where all that manufacturing took place.
Right.
So as Silicon Valley starts moving into the car space.
Right. Those two circles keep overlapping more and more every day.
Yeah.
Right.
I just thought it was an interesting contrast, because we have been talking a lot, we and us on the show and other people that are much smarter than us, talking about like ethical considerations.
Ethical considerations for sure, yeah.
And even beyond just like the quote trolley problem thing of like, do you kill the occupants or do you kill the pedestrian?
Right.
But it extends to like, what responsibility do we have after automation starts taking away people's livelihoods and all that sort of stuff. And I just think it's an interesting contrast to keep in the back of our minds as these technologies keep coming out and get adopted, that, the source of them may not that they're not coming from a good place, but that they are...
it's coming from an area of cultural difference.
Right.
So like, the culture surrounding Detroit versus the culture surrounding Silicon Valley, those are, I wouldn't necessarily call them conflicting cultures, but they're not like lockstep. Right?
Yeah.
And so as these two are coming together, like those differences are going to be exposed.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you can see that a little bit in Tesla.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes the outcome of a culture that I would say is maybe not as responsible or doesn't feel as responsible as it should, still can produce great things and great results.
Definitely.
And obviously I work for a Silicon Valley company. Like, I'm in that industry.
Right.
So it's probably why I'm more critical of it.
Right.
Because I'm closer to it. But yeah, I just think it's an interesting dichotomy.
So let's talk about how those two cultures handle issues differently, right? Mm-hmm. And you brought this up before the show when we were doing our pre-show research and talkabouts.
Yeah.
Right? It looked a lot like Charlie, right? There were two Charlies there, right? Yeah. And if for anybody interested, you should definitely check out Kumail Nanjiani's Twitter thread about this from November 1st. So look that up. Yeah. But so like, let's take, like you said when we were talking earlier, the GM ignition switch scandal, right? Yeah. And how Detroit handled that versus, say, like, what do you think we should compare that to on like an issue inside of Silicon Valley, like Twitter hate speech or?
Well, and that's the thing is that, and that's why I think it's an important thing to keep in mind, because we don't have a good corollary for something like the ignition switch thing or the Takata recall,
right,
where it's actual physical IRL consequences.
Right.
And so now we're moving into this space where it's kind of going to be, for the first time that's going to be a thing. I guess the only other corollary you can maybe make is like murderers using Craigslist. That sort of thing. But the scale is
Pokemon Go muggings.
Right, but but the scale of it is totally different because cars are so pervasive and such a huge part of our physical world lives. And pretty soon these companies are going to be, think about NVIDIA. If they were successful in moving into being like a third party for current manufacturers or even Tesla licensing their software to other manufacturers, they're going to basically take over the operation of these cars, and they're not companies that have been part of a fabric of culture for 100 years.
So like with a vehicle, a company like Volvo understands that the human life is at stake every time somebody steps into their car. Right? An employee at Twitter doesn't really have the same mentality when someone opens the app.
Correct.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that would you've got to think that gravity must inform the culture of the company.
Right.
It has to. And the engineering approach.
Well, just how you think a hospital, like operationally, would differ from a music store. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, because the consequences are much
of
less.
Me not getting my Aphex Twin album are dire.
There's gonna be a stabbing.
I will
folks.
put the record store employee in the hospital. Right? No, but I like where your head's at with this. I do. It's going to be really interesting to see, especially because this is for last time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And this is for this time.
So this is our swear jar.
Swear jar.
If we mention the president or a couple of cars, which we've been good about not talking about the cars.
Here we have.
But if we mention the president on the show, we have a swear jar, and at the end of the year, we're going to donate it to charity.
Yeah. So
there's a lot in there. We do it like every show.
So what anti-regulation? Okay, autonomous cars are now operating in an environment where the current regime has the mentality that overall, as a whole, less regulation is better than more, right? They're operating under the assumption that regulation is basically a four-letter word, and they're uncorking regulations across the board.
Well, and I don't think that's necessarily all that different than Detroit, because Detroit all the time spends a lot of money lobbying against regulations, and
true,
and I think their executives especially would say that regulation as a whole is bad. What I think is different is that Silicon Valley has for decades basically said that any attempt at regulating them is a violation of free speech.
Right.
So it's I again, like there's gravity. There is like way out. Their understanding of the gravity of themselves is way out of whack at this point.
Right.
When you start talking about physical world consequences.
Right.
And I think that's could be a problem in the future. I don't think it is yet, but I think it could be.
Well, I think that it is a problem, especially in an environment as toxic as it is right now towards regulation. Right? Because like for something like vehicle-to-vehicle communication being mandatory, right? Like a regulation that needs to be instituted for something like that, it's probably not going to happen in this regime. But I think you and I would both agree that vehicle-to-vehicle communication is pretty effing important when it comes to autonomous cars and their future in our society. Right?
Right. Well, basically, yeah, like self-drive, like some levels of autonomy or or
the higher levels,
automation can definitely happen without it.
Right.
But self-driving cars, which are the things that those efforts serve as the end goal, won't exist without it.
Right.
Which is the way I like to think about it.
Right.
So
yeah. I don't know. I think that we kind of we're at a. Not only is there a difference in culture between like the gravity, like you said, I like that word, the gravity of the culture of the organization, from an automotive manufacturer to somebody that's making an app or software or something, right? Then I think that those two things, that cultural difference or misunderstanding between the gravity, those two things do not have a clean way to kind of unite or be corralled. Like instead of it being a wide open field, like let's just put like a rough barrier in, and like kind of go from there. We're not even going to get that kind of barrier to help get the cultures moving in the same direction.
Right.
The thing that's going to move the cultures in the same direction is consumer demand. Right? Because people are going to be more prone to develop innovations that customers will pay money for.
To be honest, I think the only thing in America 2017 that moves is shareholder demand.
Yeah, shareholder demand. Yeah.
Customer demand, people don't give a shit.
Right. No. You're right. Shareholder demand. Yeah. And so I don't think that's necessarily a good environment for moving everything forward like we would like to see it.
No, that is not a message of hope.
No, it's not. It's not. TeamClearCoat, listen to us to get bummed out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
On a side note from this.
Yeah.
So I think we covered that. I don't think I apologize for once again bringing something up like that where I have no answers or like really concrete links to cars, but yeah. So I think that's basically all we had to say about that for now. Right? I think it's something to keep our eye on.
It 100% is. Yeah. No. I was laughing because you were just diminishing your own topic that you brought up.
Well, that's what I do.
Ian, no, I think it's a really important topic, and I'm glad you brought it up.
All right. Well, anyway,
Ian, and that's where you really have a problem with it.
Yeah. So, side note. So I did think, and this is going to be more relevant for anyone with children.
Okay.
But I realized that, we've had a lot of this discussion about like autonomy versus automation.
Okay.
And like the differences between that, and it's a big deal in any discussion about self-driving cars, and especially with legislation and that sort of stuff, because the differences between autonomy and automation are important.
Right.
And the way that I had described it before was that a system is autonomous.
Right.
And a task is automated.
Right.
And I think that's still accurate. But if you have children, there are perfect analogies hiding right in front of you.
Okay. All right. Let's hear it.
And actually, it kind of shows the potential end result of both. So for automation, essentially what you have is Trolley from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Or now Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, which is a fantastic show. If you have toddlers, you should definitely let them watch that. So the trolley is automated. It runs its route.
Yep.
But it has no human control.
Right.
But it's not really autonomous. It's just an automaton. It's just doing its same tasks over and over and over again. Right.
Right.
Automation.
It's following a programmed algorithm. Yeah.
Autonomy.
Right.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Okay. All right.
Those trains are autonomous systems.
Okay.
Right. In and of themselves, they have. I mean, they are like AI, essentially, like personalities and
projected onto mechanics.
And it's essentially like a dystopia.
Yeah, it's kind of horrifying if you think about it.
It's absolutely horrifying. There's a lot of great articles online about like the crazy dystopia that is
this world.
This world of Sodor, the island of Sodor.
Okay.
I know way more about this than I should. Don't let your kids watch Thomas the Tank Engine. It's terrible.
It's like if Werner Herzog made a cartoon.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
At one point, they like brick in an engine that doesn't want to work.
What?
He doesn't want to go outside. He just had been repainted, and he didn't want to go out in the rain and ruin his paint. And so Sir Topham Hatt, the cruel dictator who rules over this island with an iron fist, has him bricked into a tunnel that he was hiding in, and he stayed there for like a long time.
Oh my God!
Yeah, gets bricked in alive.
What?
Yeah.
What was the Edgar Allan Poe story about that?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So there's that. Wow. But yeah, so Thomas the Tank Engine is what could go wrong with autonomous systems.
Right.
But those trains are autonomous. They take in new information and they process it internally and make decisions based on it.
Right.
So that's a system of decision making and all that right. Trolley is automated. Anyway, that's it. If you don't have children, then that doesn't do anything for you.
Right. Oh, man. I'm glad I never watched Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, it's trippy, man.
That sounds like some scary shit, buddy.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Ian.
Can we go to My Eyes now? Talk about some fun
We can go to
things?
My Eyes. Okay, so for some reason, when I'm driving to work, there is one particular corner that I see some weird stuff on. And I saw weird stuff on it 2 days in a row. And those two things, it's serendipitous. It's like someone knew that we had a car show and drove their cars in front of me for us to talk about on the show. Okay? So we've talked about carstanza'ing, right, on the show. When you're
Carstanza.
Yeah, when you're lying about your car.
Yeah.
Right?
Up badging your shit car is Carstanza.
Carstanza, right? So I saw a weird badging instance, and I want to run this by you. And then the next day, I saw the polar effing opposite of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay? It's on the same corner. The same corner.
All right.
I like now my Charlie conspiracy theories like the Volkswagen Passat. It's right there on Peoria. Yeah. Ian.
Yeah.
Okay. So, day one, I'm gonna show you this image here. I'll show the listeners, and I want you to take it in.
What is that?
Okay, it is a Volkswagen Passat. Okay. First off, you'll notice the temp tags. Well done, Passat owner.
Yeah.
Right? Second, you'll notice the Oakley badge replacing the Volkswagen badge.
Yep.
Lastly, tell me what your eyes are taking in.
Well,
Ian.
what is that on the side? The W, is that a W? Can you enhance?
Do you know what that is?
No, I can't really see what it is.
Ian, it is
What is that?
BMW M badge.
Flipped upside down.
Flipped upside down and painted with the German colors. And also, they put the 3 there for some reason. W3.
Whoa.
Okay? So, if you took a Volkswagen Passat, right, and you had a BMW M badge and you painted it and flipped it upside down, the only appropriate version of the Passat for you to put that on would be the W8.
Right.
This was not the W8. Also, why is that 3 on there? Why? Why is the 3?
Don't know.
That's the episode title. Why is the 3?
Why is the 3?
Why is the 3?
Why are there 3?
Why is the 3? That is the chant of an existential meltdown. Why is the 3? Why is the 3?
Did you just abandon your car at the intersection?
The 3? Yes, exactly.
Just
okay.
like start wandering around.
Yes. I just lit my Infiniti on fire, and then I spray painted Toyota, Ford hybrid, Honda on the hood of my car.
What? That's so strange.
It is.
That's bizarre.
So yeah, this is a weird one. Also, this is one of the instances where I see something, I take a picture of it, and it takes all of my goddamn willpower in the world not to text it to you and be like, what the fuck?
Right.
Come help me, Ian.
Right.
Okay?
The Oakley badge is also very perplexing.
It is. Yeah. So, yeah, you'll notice there's no quad exhaust. This is not a W8.
Yeah.
It's just like the 1.8 or the 2 point whatever, you know?
Right.
And also, the temp tags on a Volkswagen Passat of this generation, good fucking luck, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of bad decisions that went into that.
Yeah.
And the other question that now is that we need to know, and that you have now driven me crazy with,
yeah,
is this owner's first thing that they did to this car?
Right.
Or did someone buy this secondhand like this?
Right. Did it come like that?
That is an extremely important question.
Yeah. Yeah, which is why we need some goddamn credentials, badges, and flashing lights.
Also, the M badge, I know this is the least of the problems with this.
Yeah.
It's on the wrong side of the car.
I'm glad you brought that up. Holy shit. Because the very next day, okay, I want you to put this on pause in your brain.
Oh,
okay?
well,
because we could talk about this shit for 7 hours.
That's a big ask, my friend.
Okay? All right. Ian.
Yeah.
Okay. The very next day, I saw a 1993 to 95-ish, I think it's the W104 chassis, Mercedes-Benz S-Class.
Okay.
Okay? Here's a picture. Mercedes-Benz S600.
Yeah.
Okay? They say this person, it is badged S600, but I want you to tell me what you think is wrong with this image. Okay?
Does it say 600S?
It does say 600S. And I need to zoom in way far.
That I think the Mercedes badging is on that side of the car. Is on the right side of the car.
No, it's not.
Is it not usually?
It is not on that side usually.
Are you sure?
I am 100.
Really?
Ian. Okay, you know how
I'm trying to picture it now.
No. Remember when you saw the Mercedes-Benz 230 Nürburgring edition?
Yeah.
And it kicked off like an hour and a half of fierce Googling on your right? That's what this car did to me. I saw this, and I saw the V12 badges on the C-pillars, and I was like, oh, motherfucker, this is not right. Something about this smells, right?
Yeah.
And so I was looking at exhaust diagrams, Ian. I spent some time on this.
Yeah.
So the badges are on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Okay. I think this is either the laziest person putting badges back on after a paint job, or
that could be.
It is the most awful overt Carstanza we've ever seen.
That's true. Some of these, well, not the previous one, but this one
Right.
could be like a body shop.
Yep.
Fucking it up.
Right. It
could be.
So this person,
probably not.
This person put the 600 badges on.
And it's a 600S?
Yeah. Yep. When in reality it was actually an S600.
Right. But is that an S600?
See, that's what I want to know. So S600s of that era had exhaust only come out on one side. Right. They did not have dual exit exhaust. It had two pipes, but they went through a common resonator on the back of the car. So you can't tell from just looking at the exhaust. For this, you would have to either get a good look at like the brakes and springs and stuff like that, or you'd actually have to see under the hood.
Right.
And on top of that, let me see if I can pull up. 1993 S600. So you'll notice. Oh, it was I think 1995 maybe. Let's see here. Yeah. That's it. Okay. S600. You'll notice that on the S600, if we can find one, it has the V12 badges in a very certain location, right? They are, let's see here. They're down towards this end of this.
Yeah, you're right.
The bottom.
There.
Yeah, and the badge. Yeah.
The badge is on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Ian. You see something, it's like, something's not right.
Right.
Yeah. So the badges are at the very bottom of the C-pillar here at the base, right? This person, and I couldn't get a picture of it, and they had driven away, and it was too noisy. I couldn't hear the exhaust because I fucking put my windows down. They put the V12 badges like right in the middle of the C-pillar.
Wow.
Yeah, just off enough for you to be like, motherfucker, did you just buy a badge kit on eBay?
Right.
Yeah.
Oof.
And if you look closely at this, you can see the 600S is like a little crooked.
Yeah.
Like it's not. It's hard to see in the photo, but it didn't look right.
What was the person driving it? What was the? What are we talking here?
No idea. Couldn't tell.
Man.
Right? Because you think like a younger kid.
If it was like an older person, maybe it was a body shop.
Right.
Maybe it was like post hail damage.
Right.
The body shop just like did a shit job putting it back together.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
curiouser.
Right? Yeah, but right there are two polar opposites of car carstanza'ing, right?
Yeah.
Right? The first one is more just like whimsical. The second one is fucking infuriating.
Diabolical,
because
I'd say.
if they're lying about their V12, that is some bullshit. If you're going to lie, don't make me have an existential crisis on the way to work in the morning.
I know.
Because the V12 badge is 8.5 inches from where it should be.
I want to know, like, I just feel like we should be able to.
Yeah.
We should have some sort of like doctor note
Yes.
to give to our bosses.
Yes.
For when this happens on the way to work.
Yeah.
So you can go in and be like, I just saw a V12 badge 3 inches away from where it was supposed to be, and then the S600 was flipped, and it was on the wrong side of the car, and they said 600S, and then they would just be like, oh, yes, you're excused from work for the day.
Not to mention the Lancer backup camera that I have to see in the garage every day. Every day. I want workman's comp for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there FMLA for like car stuff?
That's exactly what you need. You need like a long-term care insurance for like when you see stupid shit on cars.
I like the accidental death and dismemberment thing.
Right.
Did I shut my mic off? No. Okay. Oh, God. Ian.
You got to call in rebadging.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Call into work, rebadging.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to need a mental health day.
I lost my shit when I saw that Mercedes. Same quarter as the Passat.
That's insane.
Right?
That's crazy.
2 days in a row.
Craziness.
People are fucking with me, man.
Go back to the Passat. Let's talk about this Passat a little bit too.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
yeah. Man. Right?
This one is also puzzling because it's also different because the S600 you feel like we could explain it away with laziness.
Right, right.
With like just being bad at something and just not caring enough to even like look it up.
Right, right.
But this took effort.
It did. It did.
Right? Because they repainted the M badge.
Yeah, yeah. They put black, I guess.
Like grayscale.
Yeah. Well, it was like yellow and black, but then like they left the silver instead of putting red on it.
But wasn't there a VW sport badge that had that? Or I'm thinking the Audi.
Yeah, you're thinking the Audi. Yeah, that had the stripes.
The
like
Audi
that.
Sport.
Yeah, and the other thing, if they somehow did make a Wolfsburg version of the Passat, that would also be okay. But I don't think they did. Yeah. Ian.
I'm going to start furiously Googling.
Right?
I'm going to do it.
I need to shut your laptop off.
Oh, my God.
Ian, take your hand off the mouse. Right? It's infuriating. This is maddening. This is maddening.
Why would you do this to me?
I know, because you need to share my misery. Ian. This is like having the milk.
These aren't blankets in here. These are actually just pads.
Yes.
For when we see shit like this and just have to go insane.
I saw the automotive equivalent 2 days in a row of finding spoiled milk in the fridge and going, oh, God, that smells awful.
And then drinking it.
No. And then giving it to you and say, smell it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, this smells horrible. Here, you smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, no amount of wasabi Kit Kats can soothe this.
No.
Right? Isn't it insane?
Yeah. That's maddening.
Ian, what happened?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Welcome to the part of the show, podcast listener, if you're not watching this on YouTube, where Ian and I just stare blankly at a monitor and contemplate our own lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah. What is the 3? What is the 3? I love that it's
Why is 3?
Why is 3? I love that it's so egregious. We're basically just ignoring the 3. Yeah. We're like, you can just have a number. You just put a number on it. The fact that it's an odd number, that bothers me. If it was the 4, 6, 8, go ahead. Even number, cylinders. I can draw a parallel. 3? What, 3 pedals? Is it a manual? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having a meltdown. I'm having a full-blown meltdown.
Yeah, because if it was just the M badge upside down, you could
Passat owner.
You could almost make it an argument that they were. It almost looks like a VW, like a weird VW
right, like a
badge.
VW. You know what would be funny is to chop up two M badges, and put like a VW.
Yeah.
With the M. I would 100% give them that.
Right.
Right.
I mean, it's hokey, but like, yeah, okay.
Right. And people do call Volkswagens dubs.
Right.
Right.
But the 3.
Yeah.
Why is the 3 there? Because they're separate badges for anyone who's not watching. They're and just think about an M3 badge.
Right.
There's an M and then there's a 3 next to it.
Right. Yeah.
They're different badges.
Were they just like well, in the M badge kit that I ordered off eBay, it came with the 3, so I might as well fucking put that on.
I don't know, man.
I think they did.
I don't know. And then the Oakley badge is just
right.
This
is the thing that you always get caught in, right? It's trying to apply reason and logic to fucking insanity.
Right. What would be great is if that was 2 separate owners.
Right. Yeah. One put the Oakley, the other put the dub and the 3.
Yeah. Okay, we need to move on.
Okay.
This is getting.
We could talk about this for 7 hours.
Yeah, this could have been one episode.
Yeah. We could have done one episode just on these 2 cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Ian. Yeah. Never forget.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Can we talk about something fun that isn't just maddening?
That was supposed to be the funny topic after the Silicon Valley topic.
It got dark.
Yeah, it did. Yep.
But news. There is a new fastest production car in the world.
Yeah.
The Koenigsegg Agera RS. Just set a top speed average run of 278 miles an hour, 277.9 or something like that. And it's insane.
Yeah.
To blow away, because the old record was 267 by the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport.
Yep.
But to beat it by 10 miles an hour is insane. On one run, they did 284 miles an hour.
I know, right?
And the craziest thing about it to me is, one, they did it on a public highway. They did it
in Nevada.
They did it on a closed highway in Nevada. Also, the most insane stat to me, famously, anyone who's watched the Top Gear segments on the Bugatti and or read anything about the Bugatti or anything else, people love to talk about its tires.
Yeah.
And how, Michelin spent all this time and money developing these special tires just for this car because it's so heavy and there's so much power and all this other all this other stuff.
That was bile coming up from the Volkswagen Passat owner.
It was.
Sorry. Yeah.
But they did all of their runs. They did like 10 runs, including a 0 to 400 kilometers and back to 0, another record run that they did in like 33 seconds, which is absurd.
Yeah.
They did all of them on just regular Michelin Sport Cup 2 production tires.
Just tires that,
like you could order off a tire rack.
Right. Yeah.
And like it also comes on like a Carrera. Like you can option it on a Carrera.
Right.
Like it's still,
it's not like an
cars,
unobtainium tire.
No, I think you can option them on like some of the Camaros. Like Camaro, like the Z01 and stuff.
Sure.
Like
it's just a tire.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Right?
And it was a customer car as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was and it was actually not organized by Koenigsegg.
Okay.
It was 3 Koenigsegg owners.
Oh, wow.
The automobile magazine story on it that went live this morning is what you want to read on it.
Okay.
Jonathan Klein, who's a really great writer, has a really great story on it. But yeah, it was 3 like wealthy Koenigsegg owners, like there's any other kind.
Yeah, right.
And they basically found the location, organized it, and got Christian von Koenigsegg to come over, and they got the Koenigsegg test driver to do it as well.
Oh, wow.
And it was a customer car, and he got to ride shotgun one of the shakedown laps.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it was at elevation, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's the high desert.
It's insane.
Right?
Insane.
V8 twin turbo. It's not even like,
rear
crazy.
drive.
Yeah, rear drive.
And the onboard isn't. Did you watch the onboard at all?
No, not yet.
So he
my buddy Chris sent it to me. I need to watch it. Yeah.
He basically like short shifts to like 190, or like he's kind of like taking it easy to 190. He eases it up to 190, and then he mashes it.
Okay.
And the acceleration from 190 is crazy.
You're kidding me.
Like crazy. Like it just moves. Like he's just like putzing. I mean, accelerating slowly.
Right.
And then he gets 190 and just whoa, and you can just watch the speedometer just climb like crazy. It's insane.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think the only modifications that they did is didn't they just like kind of tape up some body seams?
Yeah, I don't know exactly about the modifications.
Or,
but yeah,
or I think it was just for like rock chips or something like that. Yeah,
it could have been. I don't know. Because it was a customer car.
Yeah, it from what I saw, it just had like some yellow tape on it.
Right.
Yeah. Right?
Unbelievable.
That's amazing.
284 miles an hour in a production car is...
Right? Isn't that insane?
It is insane.
I mean, who's ever going to use that? But...
Right. I mean, so it's going to be interesting to see if Bugatti goes after it with the Chiron, and then if Koenigsegg tries to come back,
Right. Or Koenigsegg customers try to come back.
Right.
Because for a while, Christian von Koenigsegg was kind of soured on Nürburgring runs because there were some crashes. Then they instituted the speed limits.
Right.
And I watched a Koenigsegg documentary on Netflix a while ago.
Yeah, I watched that too.
Something Apex, right?
Yeah, it's called Apex.
Apex, yeah. And it was a very frustrating time. You could see it on Christian von Koenigsegg's face.
Right.
Like, yeah, I mean, and then there was, the Agera crash at oh God, that's probably some ad or something.
It was.
Yeah. We could see it on, they had the crash there. And so like, he was pretty disheartened and he didn't really want to put anybody else at risk, the driver was fine. Everything, the safety system did what it needed to do. But you could tell that, like, as an organization, they were kind of operating a little bit differently after that.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. And so customers did this one.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So anyway,
everyone
loves records.
Yeah, right?
It's the greatest.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Dude, Koenigsegg is the best. I love them so much.
Well, yeah, and just to think that, like, Bugatti's owned by Volkswagen, which is,
right.
Essentially like one of the largest corporations in the world.
I want to find a Bugatti and put a W badge on it, an upside down M3 badge on it. If you and I saw that, we would just commit Harry Carey instantly.
We would have to.
Yeah.
Immediately, you're right.
Yeah, I'm sorry to derail you.
No, but like Koenigsegg recently expanded to like 200 employees or something. Like it's like this tiny operation in Sweden, and
it's the best. It is the best.
It's so cool.
Everybody needs to watch the Inside Koenigsegg YouTube series.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic.
It's the same people who did Apex. It's the same production crew.
Yeah. Because like Christian's just talking about the carbon fiber layups.
Yeah,
and he's walking around like looking at the molds like.
Right.
It looks like somebody that would just be like making candy, right? Except they're making insane hypercars.
Well, no, he is the Willy Wonka.
Yes, there you go.
He's the Willy Wonka of the automotive world, essentially.
Yeah, right? Oh, man, can I be Charlie?
I'm Augustus Gloomp.
Yeah. I got a golden ticket, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. All of this is super fun. You should definitely watch the onboard.
Yeah.
And the one that is crazy to me is the 0 to 400 to 0 on standard tires and doing it in like 33 seconds.
That's incredible. 400 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, which is some miles an hour.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. Absolutely insane. But this brings me to another FMK Cars.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
So we're going to go.
FMK Cars is I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Fastest car in the world.
Okay.
But these are the first 3 post-war fastest cars.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay.
All right. So the first one is 1946 Healy Elliott. And then this actually won it twice in the thing, but it's fine.
How do I spell Healy?
Healey. Like Austin Healy. Elliott.
Oh, God. What'd I do? Back.
What has happened?
Healy Elliott? Do any of these look like it?
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Healy Elliott.
If you spelled Elliott correctly, you would have gotten more of them. But yeah, that one works.
Elliott.
So that was the fastest car in the world with like 104 miles an hour.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Then, 1946 Alfa Romeo 6C.
You need to talk while I type.
Yeah. This one was 106 miles an hour, and then they kind of traded again. Healy Elliott did like 110 or something like that afterwards.
Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep. And then we're going to go with, let me make sure that's the right one that you got there.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's the right one. And then, so again, the Healy got it again. But then 1948, the Talbot Lago.
Okay.
Yep. And then you want the T26C.
226C. Okay.
Yep.
C.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what you. Yep. Right there.
Okay. This one.
124 miles an hour.
Whoa! Holy shit. That's
not a lot of side impact protection.
No. Wow! Look at that. The rear tires are as big as the driver.
124 miles an hour in that must be.
It would be
terrifying.
But you can see the trail of poo left behind.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So those are your choices.
But
no catch.
Okay. Wow. The Healy Elliott is a beautiful car. It looks like a Morgan.
Yeah.
But man, look at that Alpha. Look how dignified that is. And that color green, Ian?
Yeah, I've only ever seen it in red. I've never seen that green before.
Wow. Oh, look, and there's a quadrifiglio something behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will marry the Alpha. I will F the Healy. And I will unfortunately kill the Talbot before it kills me. What would you do? Same thing?
I think I would marry the Alpha.
Okay.
Because it's great and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Or do I want the Healy? Man.
Look at that Healy. Look at that grill.
It's really cool.
That grill is beautiful.
No, I'm going to marry the Alpha. I'm going to crush the Healy, and then I've got to, for a day, experience that.
Can you imagine turning in this car? There are no side bolsters.
Well, it's also cross-ply tires, so you drift everywhere.
Yeah.
That's all you do.
Yeah. What do cross-ply tires mean? What's cross-ply mean?
It refers to the construction of the
they're not
radial.
They're not steel belts.
Right. Yeah, so it refers to the actual construction of the tire.
Okay.
So I think it's like a mesh.
Okay. And it makes wobbly tires.
Yeah.
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 Oh man. Yeah, that would be insane. You would just go flying to the left or right out of that seat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Ian.
I would have to experience driving that.
Right? Yeah. Oh man, that thing! I stick up far out of a Mazda Miata. Imagine me sticking up out of that thing.
Yeah, you really are the roll bar in that.
Yeah, right. I'll be your roll bar buddy. Okay, last one. I have an FMK Cars for you as well, Ian.
Oh, great.
Would you like one?
I would love one.
Okay, Ian.
Yes.
And then what do you say we wrap up the show?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, Ian. This one's called Celebrity Brain Swap. I'm not going to shout because I've shouted enough this show. My throat hurts. In this one, Ian,
yes,
you get a car that happens to be related to a celebrity name. Mm-hmm. You get the brain of that celebrity. You have to be that celebrity mentally. Okay?
Am I aware? Do I have any of my own awareness?
No.
So I just transform
Yep.
into the celebrity?
Yep.
Okay. So I don't care.
Well, I guess not. First up.
I think maybe you have not thought through the implications.
I think you're right.
Okay.
First up, GMC Jimmy. All right, Ian.
Maybe it's an out of body experience for me, and I have to watch myself act as this.
There you go. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Okay.
I hope I haven't just really screwed myself.
Nope. GMC Jimmy.
Oh, I'm a late night host.
Yep. You are Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy. Oh.
You have to watch yourself be Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, I have to be like effusive and
smile
giggly.
All the time. Yeah, break character.
Ugh.
Ian, up next, Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it's going to be?
Chevy Chase?
Nope.
No.
Cruise. You are Tom Cruise.
Okay.
All right. Scientology and all.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
Like what phase of Tom Cruise am I? Am I like
current day?
Current day.
Like fucking batshit crazy Xenu lover.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right?
He seems like he's calmed down a little. He's not jumping on couches.
Yeah, he's not jumping on couches.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Lastly, the Chevy Celebrity. And for this one, Ian, where's the Chevy Celebrity? I want that. Is there a wagon? Yeah, the Chevy Celebrity wagon. Okay?
Okay.
All right? I actually kind of like the design of that. Anyway, I mean, it looks like a milk carton.
It's terrible.
Yeah. This one, Ian, whomever has had a recent scandal in the past, week or two, you're that celebrity until a new one comes along.
Oh, my God.
If it's quiet for a bit and we haven't heard anything, I roll a 20-sided die of celebrity names, and we like D&D your celebrity brain.
Okay.
You like the idea of a 20-sided die with celebrity names on it?
That's really funny. Yeah. Let's oh man. This is a terrible. What have you done to me?
Ian,
I'm crushing the Jimmy.
Okay. All right. You can't be Jimmy Fallon.
I can't watch.
You can't watch yourself be silly, right? Hilarious. Thank you notes.
Oh, I hate that segment.
Do a Neil Young impression.
No, his Neil Young impression is very good, I will say.
It is.
But
it is.
Yeah.
My heater's coming on.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm crushing that. I can't do that.
Okay.
I will marry the Cruise.
Okay.
I'll just watch myself as Tom Cruise.
Okay. You'll be getting ripped for all those Mission Impossible sequels.
Right, yeah, at least I get to do cool shit and be in pretty good shape.
And like head deep in a cult.
Well, yeah, obviously.
I mean, there is that.
And I will for a day I'll do the celebrity 20-sided die.
Okay, all right.
Thing.
Okay.
The 5 minutes that I'm Katy Perry should be pretty interesting.
You are a firework, baby.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to wrap it up.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We need to keep it going forever. We need to talk about Volkswagens with upside-down M badges.
Never again. We need to talk about that.
A Volkswagen Passat with an upside-down M badge is a metaphor for you and I somehow. I just don't quite know how.
We'll figure it out.
What is the 3?
Why is 3?
Why is 3?
Yeah.
Why is 3? Ian. All right, there's a Chevy celebrity on our podcast. Look at that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's wrap it up. I think we did mixed success today.
Really? Yeah, we're self-auditing now at the end of the show?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah? Okay. All right.
I self-audit constantly, all the time. It's kind of what I do.
It's kind of your thing.
Yeah.
Right? Ian, what's
usually disappointed.
Audit failed.
Yeah.
Ian, what should someone do if they want, I don't know, to expose themselves to more of this?
Yeah. You should probably just expose yourself because that's a better use of your time.
Don't do that.
And then you should go to TeamClearCoat.com.
Definitely.
We're on the places and the things, the socials, media.
Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, all that.
All that.
Yeah.
You should definitely subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yep.
Because I think this show is better on YouTube.
Yep. Yeah.
Rate and review us on iTunes.
Uh-huh.
Do the things.
Yeah.
That's it.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. That's a good idea.
Send us FMKCars.
Although if you're listening to this, you probably don't have friends.
Yeah, true.
But if you do,
right, tell them.
Go out and get a beer with them instead of listening to this, and then maybe tell them about it.
Or maybe you told them about this, and now they're no longer your friend.
Oh yeah.
It's like when you have a friend that like totally vouches for a movie, and you watch it, and you're like, my friend's a fucking idiot. Jupiter Ascending is not a good movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Ian.
We did Car Show.
I love it when you shut down the show.
Why is 3?
Why is 3? We love you, everybody.